Hey, what's up guys, Ghost here, and today I want to be talking to you guys all about Black Ops 4 right now and why it's pretty boring as of now in its current state. And I haven't felt this way about a Call of Duty at all during launch and during its first month ever, like at all, period. Even last year with World War II, and even the year before that with Infinite Warfare, and the year before that with Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare and so on and so forth. I never felt this way. Not even a month into Black Ops 4 at all. Not even a month into the next Call of Duty game, I was not even this bored. And it's not because I have dark matter already. It's not because I am overplaying this game and I'm Prestige 6 and I have these challenges done. That has nothing to do with why I'm bored of Black Ops 4. The reason why this Call of Duty game, for me at least, is pretty boring is because there's honestly really nothing meaningful to go for in this game. There's nothing to keep you playing Black Ops 4 other than ranking up and prestiging. See, going back to say Black Ops 3 for example, Black Ops 3 had specialist challenges for all the characters. You had your body piece and your head piece to go for challenges, getting say 500 kills with a certain specialist, getting a certain amount of kills with that specialist weapon or ability in one game, and then you had the hero gear piece to go for every single specialist character, and that kept you playing and that kept you wanting to grind the game out more for those challenges and for that specialist gear, right? That's pretty good for Black Ops 3. But going to BO4 here, none. There is the same concept of specialist characters in this game, but there's no specialist gear to go for that's meaningful. The specialist characters are just there just to be there. If they're there, then why not add specialist gear that we can go for in the game, right? That just makes no sense to me. If they did it in BO3, why not do it in BO4? It just seems obvious. Even Infinite Warfare had specialist type gear for the rigs, which they were called in that game, where you can go for black sky rig, you can go for solar camo on your specialist characters in Infinite Warfare, you can go for gold camo. And here in this game, nope, nothing meaningful, nothing great or cool to go for the specialist characters, which is pretty lame in my opinion. And they need to add something to them just so it increases the replay value of Black Ops 4. And there's honestly no reason to play a different variety of specialist characters because of that. You see, doing the challenges in BO3 to get this gear for your characters made you play every single specialist in the game and made you have tons of variety and have fun with that in my opinion. So there's one reason why BO4 is pretty boring. It's a pretty huge part. Specialists are huge in this game, but they kind of messed up on that for whatever reason. The next reason right here is pretty big. It's because this Call of Duty game does not feel any different compared to Black Ops 3. It's the same concept. Look at it this way here. Compare Call of Duty Ghosts to Infinite Warfare. They're way different. Compare Advanced Warfare to World War II. Way different. Compare Black Ops 3 to Black Ops 4. Extremely similar, and it's definitely night and day seeing how much of the things are the same in this game, like from specialist characters to various challenges which are the exact same from Black Ops 3. The whole entire like feeling of this game just screams BO3, but with like a boots on the ground feeling, of course. You see, going from Call of Duty Ghosts to Infinite Warfare, brought by the same studio, Infinity Ward, they did a great job of innovating with IW and making a completely brand new different game compared to Call of Duty Ghosts. And there's lots of replay value for IW. With Sledgehammer Games from Advanced Warfare to Call of Duty World War II, drastically night and day difference right there between both games. And that's what made World War II pretty fun at first, within like the first like 6 months of the game being out, definitely, right? But like I said, BO3 to BO4, it's not even that much different, to be honest. And I think that's why it feels boring, because there's a very similar feel. That's why it's boring to me as of right now. It just feels like I've already played this game. It's nothing new. It's nothing different that's brought to the table. You see, with World War II, even though I didn't really like the division system, that was something that was brand new to the game, and that made you want to learn how it works and just get better with it with time and see how it works out, you know? That's great with World War II. With this game, it's the same concept. You got pick 10, the same old score streaks, the same old challenges to go for, same specialist idea. and I can go on and on about that. So that's, like I say, the biggest factor of why this game is boring as of right now. Also, going on to the next thing here, this is, I guess, pretty controversial to say, but honestly, no supply drops. Having no supply drops in BO4 kind of makes the experience of going for items and such pretty boring, and honestly not that fun, because playing World War II and grinding for supply drops was pretty fun, and that had me playing the game a lot. I remember during the Winter Siege event, I grinded the hell out of World War II and got over like 100+ supply drops during Winter Siege last year, because I had so many challenges to go for with supply drops and wanting to get new variants, wanting to get so much new content that looked pretty sick and dope to play to get in World War II. Here in this game, there's no supply drops. You have this lame like battle pass like ripoff here that has some pretty stupid things in here that are kind of useless and don't interest me, at least, you know? You see, if Black Ops 4 had meaningful items and they had, like, say, variants for every single weapon in the game, and they put them behind supply drops, like cosmetic variants like World War II, that would be pretty nice to go for and such, but they don't have supply drops in this game. I would not actually mind supply drops if they came back, because that's something to go for, and World War II did that right, honestly. Speaking more of, like, earning rewards and supply drops, there's no contracts. There's no, like, contract system in this game how Black Ops 3 had, and even World War II. Like, if they can bring a contract system in Black Ops 3, the same exact studio, Treyarch, bringing contracts to Black Ops 3, how come they can't do the same thing for Black Ops 4? Like, they can bring back specialists, they can bring back the same old challenges, they can bring back dark matter, but they can't bring back like a black market type of like contract area. Because in Black Ops 3 they had that, where you can complete certain challenges, you get crypto keys, you get a way to unlock a specialist blackjack in Black Ops 3 by completing contracts and stuff, and that kept you playing the game even more. It incentivized you to complete challenges, to hop on and play for however long you wanted. And same for World War II. You had like time-based contracts, you had game mode contracts, you had like weapon contracts and stuff, and you had like variants that you can go for if you unlock a contract. And World War II did that whole entire system really well, and I definitely applaud Sledgehammer with that, because I put so much playtime into World War II because of the contract and the supply drop system. That's what Black Ops 4 is lacking, guys. Have you noticed that? Because I've been so bored of playing BO4 because there's nothing meaningful, nothing cool that would want me to keep coming back to the game over and over again. Every time I play Black Ops 4, it's like I'm doing the same thing. I'm just getting kills, playing TDM, playing domination, and just ranking up to Prestige Master. And the sad part about that is that, like, once I hit Prestige Master, it's the same thing again. I have to go to level 1000. Like, I don't have to, but you know what I mean? I'm pretty much like, if I want to level up more and play the game, it's level 1000 that I'm achieving and going after. And there's the same old lame things that you get for every single 100 levels. Prestige icons, the same thing that Black Ops 3 did. That's pretty stupid. And honestly, looking at it now, Black Ops 4 is kind of a slap in the face. Honestly, just really looking at it and taking my like honeymoon phase glasses off, that's what Black Ops 4 is, and I was so hyped up to play this game. Don't get me wrong, Black Ops 4, it's a pretty good game at its core. However, it's just very lackluster in terms of progression. That's the problem there. And for me, what I have fun with Call of Duty to do is progressing, unlocking things, getting things that are meaningful in the game, to go for them over and over again. Like, that to me is fun to do. That's what kept me playing World War II. That's what kept me playing Infinite Warfare even, because I had so much things to go for in those Call of Duty games. And like I said earlier, supply drops were a huge part. Supply drops definitely helped out with the playtime and helped out like me wanting to go for this or that or whatever item it is, to be honest. So that's what I think of Black Ops 4, guys, honestly. And also, one thing that Black Ops 4 is missing and that COD is really not doing a good job with is bringing fun game modes to the game. Like, looking back at Black Ops 2, Sharpshooter, One of the Chamber, Sticks and Stones, Gun Game, all those fun modes to just screw around and play with instead of like going up against sweaty tryhards every single match of TDM. You don't have that in Black Ops 4. it just confuses me how every single year it just seems like there's a lack of content, a lack of effort in every single Call of Duty game at launch. You never know, maybe like 3 months from now, months from now, that this game will be a lot better with that, and there'll be tons of progression, tons of things to go for. But as of right now, I am dreadfully bored of playing BO4, to be honest. And at this point, I kind of want to say I was having way more fun playing World War II at this current time last year. Same with like Infinite Warfare, I'm definitely sure of, probably, because there's a lot to do in those Call of Duty games compared to Black Ops 4, in my opinion, at least from my point of view. But that's what you guys come in. Tell me down below in the comment section what you think of Black Ops 4. Is it very boring to you? Do you feel the same way as I do? And what can you add on to what I'm saying here if you guys feel the same way as well? And with all that said, that's the entire video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.